Great to see Gutemberg Pereira back in action in the United States, coming off a big win at the 2022 IBJJF Brasileiros, winning the absolute division there. There is Victor Hugo of 6 plates, the Man Mountain they call him. You can see why. 6'4", very slim at the moment, about 260 pounds.
Yeah, I love how for Victor Hugo, and such a hulking human being, that's slim at the moment, right? Here we go. Very fun matchup, Howell. I love Gutemberg Pereira versus Victor Hugo. We don't often see this matchup.
No, I don't think I've ever seen these two compete against each other. And there is a very quick guard pull from Gutemberg in the blue, the GF team representative.
You know, definitely breaking the mold, too, of ultra heavyweight competitors. Both of these athletes are so dynamic in their guards as well. I think for a long time, the ultra heavyweight division didn't have a lot of dynamic guard play, but here we see these two. Gutemberg throwing his left foot on the lapel. One thing I love about the lapel grip is it's such an interesting way to stop forward pressure, because the problem is behind you when you're trying to pressure pass like that, and usually putting your foot directly on the chest of your partner is a lot more tiring. It's an interesting new development in jiu-jitsu a lot of people have been using.
Trying to find a way around that lasso hook is Victor Hugo. Putting his weight forward into it, and that's a lot of weight to drive through an opponent's leg.
Oh my goodness!
Fast arm lock. Out of nowhere from that lasso, opened it, threw up the straight arm lock, and had Victor Hugo very close. I don't know how close exactly, but close enough to face plant onto the mat, concede position. That's usually a sign that the arm lock was very effective.
Absolutely, and he comes up for 2 points right after it. Now he's got 2 points and an advantage, giving himself a little bit of a safety net if he gets swept back.
It was a very quick attack there from Gutemberg on bottom, the way that he opened that lasso, and Hugo's forward momentum almost fell into the arm lock attack.
It was definitely a very well-timed technique.
Gutemberg hips very forward in this position. You can see the way that his legs are posted on the ground, is on his toes, driving his hips forward, trying to put not a leg drag per se, more like the unfair 50-50 almost, but trying to get Victor Hugo's top leg across, and is really succeeding actually.
Oh my goodness, looking like a possible leg drag, but Victor Hugo bringing his legs back in front.
Nice defense there, and a great guard recovery from Victor Hugo, managing to survive that forward pressure from Gutemberg. And they disengaged now, fighting from the outside, but
Gutemberg being careful not to approach unless he has a grip that he feels comfortable with. Notice how he brought his knee right in between him and Victor to stop the closed guard. I don't think closed guard would be a really good spot to be in against a person of the size and, and mobility of Victor Hugo.
No, I think you're absolutely right. That mobile passing that he's employing right now in these kind of positions, and he's getting really good forward pressure here. He's stapled the top leg in a smash pass position.
Oh,
you can see there.
On the other side.
There he goes onto the back as well. Okay, so doesn't quite manage to catch the position for side control, but very nearly getting the back, and Victor Hugo is desperately, oh, there it is! Gutemberg's gonna get top position.
Will this be a pass? Victor Hugo's fighting with everything he has.
dire straits here as Victor Hugo doing his absolute best to try and not concede position. But this is not a great position to hang out in against somebody like Gutemberg Pereira.
Victor needs to be very careful to not let either hook go in right now. As we near about the halfway point of this final match, Gutemberg coming into this final with a head full of steam, meeting every one of Victor's options with seemingly a better option.
Two, 0, and 3 advantages for Gutemberg.
Oh, and the hook goes in.
The speed of Gutemberg Pereira is definitely a factor in this match. He was able to accelerate from nowhere, throw that hook in.
You see Victor Hugo really trying to keep his right hip heavy so that second hook doesn't come through. Oh, and Victor Hugo looking...
Well, he's recovered guard somewhat, but Gutemberg's powerful underhooks, double underhooks from top. If he could kick his ankle free and settle into top position, he could score here.
This is a tough spot to be in. If he's able to pass, then he'll have double underhooks to potentially go into Mount Howell.
If Gutemberg Pereira can keep Victor Hugo down and pass the guard, he could theoretically hit a 7-point move. Trying to kick that trapped foot free. That's what is stopping him from scoring points right now. But he's as good as pinning Victor Hugo.
You see him transitioning to an S grip underneath the neck of Victor Hugo as well. This is so much pressure, and it's so difficult for Victor to break that connection from underneath. It's just a matter of time before Gutemberg Pereira is able to extract his left leg.
I feel like he's biding his time. There's still just under 3.5 minutes remaining in this match, and Gutemberg Pereira knows that Victor Hugo is able to explode out from bad spots and not concede getting pinned. And I think that Gutenberg's like, you know what? Stay here a minute, buddy. I'm going to tire you out.
Absolutely.
I'm going to try and keep you where you are, and I'll score when I'm ready.
I think the intelligent move from Gutemberg here is to realize that the longer time goes on, the looser that lock's going to get, because Victor Hugo's going to realize he needs to move. He has to go for broke. It's the final.
Right.
Last match of the weekend, last match of the World Championship. His next opportunity will be in 2023. So he has to think, how am I going to get out of this position? And Gutemberg can stay here effectively as long as he wants. He's trying to pass. It is Victor Hugo holding the leg.
And it's not a strong grip. It's just the ankle of, oh, look at this now. They see that Gutemberg has given up his underhooks. And with Victor Hugo managing to turn onto his side, Gutemberg doesn't have underhooks on either side anymore. He had double underhooks. He's actually given them up. And I think he feels like, you know, maybe I could do better with a different grip and try and go straight to the back, or hard to say, but
yeah, it is an interesting development, but 2 minutes left in this match. One thing about the finals day is you do have a scoreboard on either side here. Now Victor recovering back to his guard, coming back up on top.
Well, that is 2 points for Victor Hugo, and that's exactly what we're talking about. The way that he can get out of those really precarious positions, use his size and strength, and turn the tables. Now, it's 2
he's
points
the one in the
apiece.
passing position. Oh my goodness!
Victor Hugo's going to score 3 for the pass.
Victor Hugo! Unreal!
Was down on points, and in the last 90 seconds, suddenly it's now leading 5 points to 2.
Oh my goodness, Victor Hugo from the depths of defeat finds himself in Mount with a minute left, Howell.
9 points to 2. And going high, looking for the finish. He's still got a minute to work. Can he get the submission?
How I am speechless. Less than a minute ago, he was going to get his guard passed. What a reversal.
You can hear them shouting Get him, Victor. They're saying, get him. He's got time. He's got 30 seconds. Can he get the finish here? Or will he just ride out this extremely dominant position to the win? So much pressure being driven forward through the face and the skull of Gutemberg Pereira, crushing his opponent down into the mat. All 265 plus pounds of Victor Hugo, keeping his opponent's shoulders flat on the mat in complete control. And he will claim his second IBJJF black belt gold medal at the World Championships.
Victor Hugo.
What a comeback, Jake. I gotta say, I honestly think that was the greatest comeback that we saw all week here at the World Championships.
Oh, that was completely unbelievable. At the 2-minute mark of the match, going to get his guard pass with double underhook. Gutemberg Pereira, really, I think he opened the opportunity for Victor's comeback by letting go of the double underhook.
Yep.
And Victor saw his opportunity, not only took it with the sweep, but immediately passes the guard and mounts. What a comeback. That's got to be such a sweet victory for Victor Hugo, especially last year with all the controversy surrounding his basically reintroduction into the final versus Max Jimenez. To win this organically has to feel so amazing, and with a comeback like that.
Well, there's no doubts, there's no questions, there's no asterisks against that World Championship gold medal. Victor Hugo definitively establishes himself as the black belt world champion in 2022.